Have you ever considered what kind of childhood and upbringing fosters a fearless freedom fighter? Let's take a journey back in time to the year 1906. In the small village of Bavra, nestled in the heart of Madhya Pradesh, a boy named Chandra Shekhar Azad was born. His family, though humble in means, were rich in spirit and instilled in him a profound sense of patriotism from a young age. Azad's early education was not confined to the four walls of a classroom. He was a keen observer of the world around him and the tumultuous times in which he lived. India's struggle for independence was in full swing, and the air was thick with talk of rebellion and freedom. These conversations did not fall on deaf ears. They found their way into the impressionable mind of young Azad, sparking a flame that would grow into a roaring fire. Thus, the seeds of rebellion were sown early in Azad's life, setting the stage for his momentous role in India's freedom struggle. What happens when a young fiery spirit decides to take on an oppressive empire? This question takes us to the heart of Chandra Shekhar Azad's revolutionary beginnings. Picture this. A boy barely 15 stepping into the political scene, his heart ablaze with the desire for independence. This was Azad in 1920 when he joined Mahatma Gandhi's non-cooperation movement, a step that marked his entry into the world of Indian nationalism. The non-cooperation movement was a call to the Indians to reject British goods and services, an act of peaceful resistance against colonial rule. Azad, still a teenager, participated with fervor and dedication. However, this act of defiance did not go unnoticed by the British authorities. Young Azad was arrested for his activities, an experience that only stoked the fires of his revolutionary spirit. Upon his release, Azad made a vow, one that would define the rest of his life. He decided he would never again be captured by the British police. But this was not just a vow, it was a transformation of identity. He adopted the name Azad, which means free in Hindi. This was more than just a name change, it was a pledge of his commitment to India's freedom, a promise made to himself and his country. Azad's story is not just a tale of a young boy's fight against injustice. It is a testament to the power of conviction, the persistence of a relentless spirit, and the courage to stand up against oppression. His journey from a young participant in the non-cooperation movement to adopting the moniker Azad highlights his unwavering commitment to the cause of Indian independence. So, when we ask, what happens when a young fiery spirit decides to take on an oppressive empire? We find the answer in Chandra Shekhar Azad. His actions spoke louder than words, his courage ignited a spark of revolution, and his name became a symbol of freedom. Azad was not just a name, but a declaration of his unyielding spirit and his commitment to India's freedom. How does one transform anger and frustration into a systematic struggle for freedom? This question led Chandra Shekhar Azad and his comrades to form the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association, or HSRA, in 1928. The HSRA was more than just a group of young, fiery revolutionaries. It was a beacon of hope for a nation yearning for independence. Azad played a crucial role in shaping the HSRA. His leadership qualities were evident in his ability to rally and inspire his fellow revolutionaries. The HSRA's goal was not just to attain freedom, but also to establish a socialist republic in India. This vision was imbued with Azad's firm belief in equality and justice for all. Under Azad's leadership, the HSRA undertook several daring missions. One of the most notable was the Kakori Train Robbery in 1925. It wasn't just a heist, it was a statement. A statement that the Indian youth were ready to go to any length to shake off the shackles of British rule. Another significant event was the shooting of British police officer John Saunders in 1928. Azad and his comrades undertook this audacious act in response to the brutal killing of Lala Lajpat Rai by the British police. Saunders' assassination was a direct challenge to the British authorities, a clear message that the Indian revolutionaries would not be silenced by force. Azad's leadership was marked by a blend of courage and strategic acumen. He was not one to shy away from taking bold steps when the situation demanded it. But he also knew when to lie low and wait for the right opportunity to strike. This balance between audacity and patience made him a formidable adversary to the British. Azad's daring actions under the HSRA banner made him a symbol of resistance against British rule. His indomitable spirit and unwavering commitment to the cause of freedom continue to inspire generations of Indians even today. What does it mean to live free or die trying? It's a question that for most of us remains a philosophical musing, but for Chandra Shekhar Azad, it was a lived reality. His vow to never be captured alive was not just a defiant statement, but a solemn oath that defined his life and his fight for India's independence. In February of 1931, Azad found himself in Alfred Park, Allahabad. The colonial police were closing in, their nets tightening around him. But Azad was not a man to be ensnared. He was a revolutionary, a freedom fighter who'd sworn an oath of liberty or death. As the police surrounded him, Azad did not waver. He held his ground, fighting with the ferocity of a cornered tiger. Bullets flew, echoing his defiance. And when his ammunition ran out, he held true to his vow. He took his own life, choosing a free death over a life of captivity. In the wake of his death, a profound silence fell over the nation. It was as if the heart of India had momentarily stopped beating. But from that silence emerged a roar, a collective cry of defiance and determination. Azad may have fallen, but his spirit, his fight, his indomitable will lived on. It infused the Indian freedom struggle with a renewed fervor, a heightened resolve. The impact of Azad's death was felt far and wide. His sacrifice became a rallying cry for freedom fighters across the nation. His story resonated with the young and old, the rich and poor, the educated and illiterate. It transcended barriers of caste, religion, and region, uniting the nation in a common cause. Azad's legacy is not merely his martyrdom. It lies in the spirit of resistance and the love for freedom that he embodied. It lies in his unwavering commitment to the cause of India's independence. It lies in his refusal to bow down to colonial oppression. Azad's legacy is a testament to his belief in the power of the individual and the collective. It is a testament to his conviction that freedom is not granted, but won through struggle and sacrifice. It is a testament to his vision of an independent, sovereign, and democratic India. His name, Azad, which means free in Hindi, became synonymous with the fight for independence. It became a symbol of courage, of resilience, of the indomitable spirit of the Indian people. As we reflect on Azad's life and legacy, we must remember his unwavering dedication to the cause of freedom. We must remember his sacrifice, his courage, his resolve. Even in death, Azad remained free, becoming a beacon of courage and resistance for generations to come. So, who was Chandra Shekhar Azad really? In essence, he was a man of unyielding courage and fiery conviction. Born in the late 19th century, Azad grew up in the tumultuous times of British colonial rule. His early life, steeped in the struggle for survival and the pursuit of education, carved out the hero we remember today. Azad's revolutionary spark ignited during the non-cooperation movement. His commitment to the cause of Indian independence was so deep, he chose to be punished rather than submit to the British. It was then he adopted the name Azad, meaning free, a name that would resonate with his spirit until his final breath. In the whirlwind of the freedom struggle, Azad joined the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association, a revolutionary group dedicated to ousting the British from India. His leadership skills were unparalleled, his strategic genius unmatched. Under his guidance, the HSRA transformed into a formidable force, shaking the foundations of the British Empire in India. But Azad's life was not just about the fight, it was also about the legacy he left behind. His final stand in the Alfred Park of Allahabad was not a defeat but a victory of spirit. Azad chose to end his life on his own terms, underlining his resolve to remain free. His story continues to inspire millions today. His unwavering commitment to the cause of freedom, his courage in the face of insurmountable odds, and his sacrifice for the nation are lessons that resonate with everyone who hears his tale. Azad's life is a shining beacon, a reminder that one's love for their homeland can fuel the drive for freedom and justice. In the grand tapestry of India's freedom struggle, Chandra Shekhar Azad stands out as an enduring symbol of indomitable courage and unyielding spirit. His life is a testament to the power of courage, conviction, and the indomitable spirit of freedom. He was and remains Azad, forever free.